Hello everyone and welcome back to RimWorld Mod Testing. To start off today, we are going to look at the growth cell, which is almost ready to spoil in 3.5 days. You get 7 days to move it to an incubator, but I've been busy with other projects and, well, had to push the recording time a bit, so anyway, it came out of here. Now we're gonna go see what happens. We are going to insert it in the large one, because if you remember, the small ones are only good for things that will produce a failure if a creature has a body size bigger than 1, and this one has a body size of 2.4, so we want to put it in the large womb, electro womb, I guess it's called. So we're gonna let Badger go have the honor of throwing that in, and we'll see how long this is gonna take. And right, so now this, it does not tell me how long it's gonna take. That's lovely. Once a growth cell has been inserted, the embryo can start growing all the way to its adult life stage before being released. More growing room for larger species, but it does not tell me how long it needs, so that kind of stinks. Well, I guess we'll just let it go and see what happens. So today we are looking at a couple of mods. One is the vanilla, what is it called again? Vanilla Social Interaction Expanded. Now, I didn't think that, and I will let them run it and do some of this other work while I look at this. I don't think we're going to see much of it in this episode because the mechanics of it, number one, makes opinions of the pawns matter, make pawns feel more alive, make social interaction more engaging. First off, it gives them memories. Memory system represents a long-lasting relation affecting thoughts. Memories can last anywhere between a year to 25 years, and directly represent what a certain pawn thinks of another pawn. Memories don't always happen. There's a 10% chance an event will result in it being a long-lasting memory. Then they change the inspirations. Now, if you satisfy an inspiration, they get a plus 10 mood. If you fail to satisfy an inspiration, you get a minus 2 mood. Some new inspiration is inspired planting. Along with being able to plant faster, for 8 days, the pawn will request that they plant at least 50 plants. If they don't, then you failed the mission. Another one's Party Frenzy. One pawn will get twice the recreation for 8 days, but they want to attend a party. Another one is Inspired Mining, which means that they can get twice the yield amount of ores or rocks that they mine for 8 days, but they want to be able to mine out at least 50 rocks, and I assume that's rocks or ore. Then there's a research one where they do 2x the speed of research, but you need to complete a project within the 8 days. Then they have Melee Frenzy, where they want to go and kill somebody, an enemy, in melee combat. you have 8 days to complete that. Then there's inspired cooking, which gives you 8 days to cook 50 meals. But they'll cook twice as fast for that 8 days. And then there is Learning Frenzy. They gain experience twice the rate, normal rate for 8 days. But they want to get a skill up to level 10, which with this group would be a pain in the ass because most of them already have level 10 skills. So that could be a problem. Are they done down here already? Yes, they are. Okay, so let's start moving. Orders, move. I want you to move this wall. You move that wall. Yes, good. No, not good. Why are you not moving? Oh, because this stupid light. Okay, so get rid of the lights. I'll come build new ones later. Thank you. Why are we on speed 1? That don't make sense. Okay, so anyway. That was Learning Frenzy. The last frenzy is Flirting Frenzy. They will, let's see. They're nicer to others in social interactions, as well as much more sophisticated in romantic interaction, resulting in lower chances of being rebuffed for 8 days. Their goal is to get some loving. More on that in a bit. So then the next thing they can do is gain new traits, which we will go over in one moment as soon as I move. Now let's see if I can get this right again because you messed me up. Nope, I missed it by 1. You had to mess me up with that dang light, didn't you? And I still missed it by 1. What the hell? Okay, so move that. Okay, so what I move here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's the rest of that wall. Right. Okay, so we'll get that moved. And then we need to move you here. Do I want side? Well, I had that top access for a door. I was going to put a bottom access door. Do I want... No, I don't think I do. Sorry, I was debating whether or not I wanted to add the door here. I don't think I do. I think I just want to have the others. Alright, so that'll get them going on that now. Obtaining new traits. Over time, pawns can develop a new trait, but only one. There is a few different circumstances which pawns can develop a new trait, but under each of these circumstances, the chances of developing a trait are 10%. Traits can develop a trait can be developed under the following of circumstances. Prisoner, when recruited, can reveal a trait. If you resurrect somebody using the Mechanite Resurrector Serum, pawns go catatonic, a family member dies, catharsis after a mental break, developing immunity to an infection, after a long raid, on a pawn's birthday, and if you have the DLC, it can be done after a bestowing ceremony. Next thing they added is venting. If a pawn is at risk of suffering a mental break, moved to 0, this pawn can search for a nearby pawn that they have at least 50 opinion with and try to vent. This pawn will then approach his friend and vent the issue, resulting in a mood buff called sharing the burden. But the other pawn will now receive my friend vented invented to me mood debuff. Which brings up the next thing, which are friends and best friends. Where if they have 50 opinion, they can become a friend. If they have 80 opinion, they become a best friend, but they can only have one best friend. Next, the change is to teaching. During normal chit-chat, there's a chance a colonist will try to train another colonist in a particular field. The result is a slight experience boost in a given skill to both teacher and pupil. Then they added many hands make light work. Global work speed is affected by other pawns who do the same work in a radius, meaning two crafters working side by side on two projects will work faster than two crafters in separate rooms working on two projects. The modifier is 0.5 per person, which means 4 cooks cooking at the same time will cook 20% faster. Discord. What was that noise for? I don't know. Did you get all that moved? Yes, you did. Holy cripes. Okay. Well, we need that door moved over here. And then I guess we'll move that over here. And then I'll get one there and there after. But anyway, back to this. Then there's the opposite of it. If the pawns have a low mood and opinion of each other and spend too much time in the same room doing the work or whatever, they can throw a group into a social fight, which can lead to great decline of opinion of each other. And then there's group activities, grabbing a beer, binge party, outdoor picnic, a funeral, and a birthday party. Then there's dating, where before pawns get into a relationship, they can go on a date. There are different activities they can do together, which at the end of the activity, there's a chance, scaled by the opinion of each other, that they will begin a relationship. While two colonists conduct these actions, they keep conversing. Only compatible pawns can take part in dating. Your two lovebirds can go for a walk together, sky gaze together, view art together, build a snowman together, have a movie night, or eat a romantic dinner together. Okay, we're almost done. United we stand. If what are you doing now? I don't know, but I do want to move this wall cooler over here so I can move the wall, please. Anyway, united we stand. If we lose a raid, pawns receive a small mood buff or debuff depending on the character. Pawns with steadfast iron will, kind, optimist, or sanguine suffer a loss. We lost, but we can persevere. The mood is +5 for 5 days. A pawn is greedy, volatile, depressed, pessimist, or nervous, and they get to suffer the loss. Such a devastating loss gives them mood -2 for 5 days. After you lose a raid, a mental break will not happen for 3 days. Instead, global work speed is increased by 5%. Okay. Then you get hostile environment. If pawn has an average opinion of less than 0, that pawn gets a bad reputation mood debuff. That scales based on that opinion. If a pawn has an average opinion of more than 10 from other colonists, that pawn gets a good reputation mood buff, albeit much, much lower. And finally, you get one night stands. Pawns can engage in a one night stand essential loving that's not restricted to couples but can result in two pawns becoming a couple. This happens very rarely and only if certain conditions are met. At least one of these pawns must have a double bed. Neither of the pawns can be married or in a relationship. Both pawns receive the vanilla mood buff for getting some love, and both pawns receive a relation boost plus 20 towards each other. So that is pretty much all the stuff added by the social expanded. Like I said, we won't really get to see it too much. Well, okay, I say that and then Kit goes into a flirting frenzy. Okay, she will be much nicer social interaction as much as I said, for the next date. She would like to get some loving. Well, Kit, you have a husband, which I did forget to reassign bed, though, to Test and Frog. And unfortunately, you can't just do both in the same thing there. You gotta click on it, and then Hedgehog, you're supposed to be over here. You don't get the double bed. Thank you very much. Okay, so anyway, as I said, Kit is in a relationship with Green, so she should get her loving, and that should get her the buff, or the mood buff thingy. The other one I added was the ideology something other, and I am looking, let's see, it is Vanilla Ideology Expanded Dryads. That's the name of it. I had to look and see what it was there for a second. Okay, so basically I planted one of these trees, Grandoline trees. Now we need to set up somebody to do it. A connector connected with Grandoline tree. The connector touch Grandoline, speak is forming blah blah blah. Connector will start with 25 to 45 connection strength depending on the ritual quality. Every 2% increased quality will grow a patch of granulin moss around the tree, beautifying the area. We should have 100% for this ritual. Now the question is it better to use somebody that has a good plant thing? And I think the answer is yes. So let's go with Cervexa. Yeah. Alright, so Cervexa is where? Let's see. Cervexa, there you are. Alright. So let's begin the process. Now the connection has begun. That means everybody's gonna have to stop whatever the heck they're doing and come up here and stand around this tree for God knows how long. Slowly the connection's happening. Now Cervexa will have to come up here and prune this thing, I guess, but it will grow up dryads. Now the vanilla dryads that I've added gives you some extra ones, which I guess came about because of Mr. Streamer's one series he was doing. Oh, hello. That is a lot of moss. Wow, you just shot out everywhere, didn't you? Alright, dryad cast not set. Okay, so now we gotta go in and look at the set. Now this thing adds Stone Digger, Spitter, whatever that one is, and a Nectar Maker. Now, it also adds to where you can get an Awakened version by taking 3 of your Dryads and combining them together, which removes their connection to the tree, but makes them bigger, stronger, but they have a limited lifespan. So, let's see, what do we want? I don't know. Let's go, let's see. Well, first off, the carrier can carry 500, I guess, kilos or whatever. They have movement of 2.4 and 100 hit points. Bark skin, 100 hit points. Move speed, 3.2 cells. Armor is 40. Sharp is 70. Then you have the clawers. They go 4 cells a second, but they have no armor. Then you have wood makers, which basically make wood. They produce 32 wood every 2 days. And then you have medicine makers, berry makers, and required meme tree connection. Okay, so we can't use this one, but these are the ones added normally. Then you have the Stone Digger, which is added by the Ideology Expanded, which movement speed's 2.2, and absorb minerals from the ground that help harden its carapace while leaving extremely large pieces aside. Okay, so they make stone chunks. Then you have the Spitter, which can, I guess, spit acid at people. And then you have this thing. Dryad can be sheared for a soft, beautiful, insulated material. Ongoing basis, however, is slow, ineffective work or combat. So basically, you get some sort of leather out of that thing, I guess. Then you have this one, which sounds like the one we probably want, because it makes ambrosia times 10 every 2 days. And the other ones probably ain't all that useful. I mean, barks can be okay if I was being attacked, but since I have no events anymore, or anything, which I probably do need change storyteller to fix that, I don't get ambrosia sprouts anymore either, other than the couple that I still had growing. So for now, I think we're going to go with this one. And it'll change what we get, but that's okay because we didn't have much anyway. Hours per day to maintain, 4 at that rate. And you can go up to 4.8 to get it up to 40. Probably take it to 100%. But it takes her 4.8 hours a day on that, which is fine because honestly they ain't got a whole lot doing anyway. So those are the 2 mods that I've added. As far as the other stuff here, I'm just moving around things right now in preparation for trying to make some bedrooms for people so I can get them out of a barracks into a regular bedroom. But I want people in strategic places to be able to get around the area quicker. But anyway, that is it for today, I guess. So let's see, how far along are we on this? 24% in that amount of time. So it's gonna take a while, I think. I think that's the result that I'm getting from this. It's gonna take a while. So, I guess we'll see what pops out next episode. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, I'm out of here. Bye bye.